Hello and welcome to a new video of this channel. My name is Andres, I'm a Spanish teacher, and I created this channel to share information about my country to people who want to learn Spanish in order to come to Ecuador. In this video, I want to tell you about public transportation in Quito. Are you ready? Okay, in this video I want to tell you 11 things that you should know before you even try to take a public bus in Quito. So let's get started. Bus stops. In the best case, they are going to protect you from sunlight or rain, but in most cases they are just signs on the sidewalk. And you have to be careful going to the right one, because it is really easy to go to the wrong one and then you're going to get lost in the city. Let's talk about the buses. There are several companies around the city, and many of them share the same color, blue. But you can also find different companies with different colors, which is good because it is easier to recognize them. Here in my city, for example, I live right next to Quito, you can find red, green, orange, blue buses. And for us, that's really convenient because we can recognize them like that. There are two ways to know that the bus you're going to take is the right one. First, on the windshield, every bus has a sign with the places the bus is going to pass by, so you can read that. And second, there is a person literally shouting out the names of the places the bus is going to pass by, so you have to just listen to them. When you get on the bus, you have to hurry and take a seat, because the driver is not going to wait for you to be in your seat. As soon as you get on the bus, he's going to start driving, and if you don't have the practice, it's going to be a little difficult to get your seat. So remember, get on the bus and hurry to your seat. A normal bus ride costs 35 cents. And remember, here we use American dollars. And you have to pay that in cash. You cannot use your card or an app on your phone, just cash. And in some cases, you have to pay that as soon as you get on the bus, even before you go to your seat. And in other cases, there is a person who is going to walk to you, to your seat, and get the money. Buses here don't only have a driver. The driver also has an assistant. It can be a man or a woman, and we call them controlador or controladora. And they have two jobs. First, collect the money when you get on the bus. And second, remember, they are the one shouting out the name of the places the bus is going to pass by. In some buses from some companies, you can see the driver and the assistant are wearing a uniform. But in other companies, it is not a requirement, so you can see them wearing their normal clothes, which I think is good because wearing a uniform is kind of uncomfortable. When you're going to take a bus, you should have sueltos in your pocket. Sueltos is the word we use for loose change, coins in your pocket. And it is important because, remember, the bus ride costs 35 cents. Let's say you try to pay with a $10 bill. Two things can happen. First, the assistant won't have the change, so in that case, he's going to be mad at you. Or second, they can give you a lot of coins. In that case, maybe you're going to be the one mad at them. So just to avoid that, make sure you have sueltos in your pocket. While you're on the bus, you can see two crazy things. The first one, the driver will stop the bus literally anywhere. It doesn't matter if it is not a bus stop, to let a passenger get in the bus. But the opposite happens when someone wants to get off the bus. They will only stop in a bus stop. And why do they do that? Because they are constantly competing with other drivers to pick the maximum number of passengers. And I know, that's crazy, even for us. Because of that constant competition, in some places you can see, when a man wants to get up the bus, the driver will open the door, slow down the bus, but don't stop completely. They just slow down enough so we can take a jump out of the bus, and then they are going to speed again. And I know, it's a little risky, I think, but we are used to that. And don't worry, they don't do that with women, children, or elderly people. And even in your case, if you're a man but obviously not Ecuadorian, they will stop the bus completely for you, so you can get off without having an accident. And finally, let's talk about street vendors. In many cases, bus drivers are going to allow street vendors to get on the bus to sell their products. So don't be surprised if you are talking to somebody else, listening to music, reading, and suddenly you see a person in front of the bus trying to sell you something like candies or crafts. That's normal here. Now that you know that, you are ready to get on the bus in Quito. Of course, I know at the beginning it can be a little overwhelming, but I'm sure you will be fine. Don't worry. I hope you enjoyed this video. And before we finish, if you haven't subscribed yet, I want to invite you to join my mailing list. I share 3 emails every week with a story related to Ecuador or the language we speak, Spanish. You can subscribe for free, and also you can unsubscribe whenever you want. And as a welcome gift, I will send you a list of 10 expressions you can use to sound like a native when you come to Quito. Well, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you again next week. Ciao!